Hello everyone and welcome to week 6, and you know what this means, that you can all go on a break next week for Consolidation Week and also the holiday Christmas New Year period. So I hope you have a really great season and that you enjoy it this year. The good thing about this course, the hard thing is that you do so much before you get to go on Consolidation Week. But the really good news is it actually lightens up a fair bit. Part B, Assignment 2, you will need to think about when you get back. But really all it is putting in your best 5 contributions to other people's virtual collections. So that could be as simple as logging in, once a week and commenting on someone's virtual collection, using course modules and material, of course. Or, some people tend to do it all in one go. But again, it's only 10%. And then you don't have to think about anything in terms of assessment anyway until your final essay. So, but please stay engaged to make your final essays good. This week was, as I expected, fairly quiet. However, we talked about things like light prevention, deep prevention, the fact that prevention is not suggesting that you can avoid conflict altogether, but trying to avoid it turning into violent conflict, the type of thing that is called a war by correlates of war sort of measures. So that's what you're trying to avoid. Now, whether it's light prevention, deep prevention, or something in between might depend on the stage of the conflict. So a lot of it has to do with timing. You might use light prevention, as I said, to avoid something spilling over. Deep prevention might be after there's already been some outbreaks. Deep prevention also tends to refer to things like the underlying causes of conflict, deep-seated inequity or corruption issues. So it's quite tricky, but it'll be really good for you to use as many of these sorts of terms as you can in your assignments. So use a variety, of course, for assignment number 2, which hopefully most of you are already on top of now. I would expect to see some of that first half of the course reflected in there. You don't have very much space, 200 words, but like I said, we want to see some of that application of the theory to your cases. And otherwise, I just want to say have a really, really good holiday. My kids are already on school holidays now, so my juggle has started. In fact, I went to email a few of you recently and found that my autocorrect had changed hi to yo. So luckily hopefully none of you got emails from me saying, yo Jeff or yo Alicia or something like that. My teenager found it really funny, but I did get him to change it back. And this is where I show my age, because despite being an online instructor, I actually have no idea how these things happen and how to change them back. So anyway, guys, happy Christmas, happy New Year, and just remember on Consolidation Week particularly, but also over the Christmas break, your student advisors will still be able to help with any enrolment issues or technology issues. They are always the people for enrolment and technology anyway. They will continue to be available. I'm available as unit coordinator during Consolidation Week on email. There'll be nothing happening on discussion threads at all. And then the week after that is pretty much a close down. However, student advisors, like I said, should be available at all times. But I hope you do take the opportunity to have a break and enjoy some time with family, friends, or just reading a good book, whatever it might be you do to relax, catching up on some movies. Thanks, everybody. You've been a great group for the first half of the teaching period.